Hello, everybody. Happy Monday. Welcome to It's Kim Live. If you've never seen this show before, hi, I'm It's Kim, and this is my show where I talk about pop culture topics that I care about, and we go below the headlines, deep into context, because I have an obsessive personality, and that's just what I do. So here's the way the show normally works. First, we start with the main topic. That's what's in your thumbnail. That's what's in the headline. All that good stuff, like the title of the video. Then we move on to a section that I call halftime, where I communicate with my beautiful, beautiful, beautiful community of space angels who are all coming in. It is good to see you all. And then we have a fun section towards the end of the show called What the What, where I look at something from the internet that is interesting, crazy, funny, all that good stuff. I haven't seen it. It's made courtesy of my partner in crime and co host, producer, sister, who will be joining us very soon. So we'll go through all of that together. If you're watching on the replay, there will be timestamps so you can jump around and watch whatever part of this you want to. You can skip over me, whatever. Or you can watch it in full. It's totally up to you. It is good to see you guys. I do apologize that I was not able to do a second stream last week. Had some health stuff going on, but we're okay. We're doing good. We're doing good. And we got lots of news to go through today. I do want to say right off the bat, thank you so much to General Scott, who just sent me a PayPal, and I got your message. I'm thankful for all of it. Please don't. You're amazing. You're amazing. And also, thank you so much to Jean Rick, who I just saw sent in a super sticker starting us off. Thank you so much. And also being a member for 27 months, saying, Sweet 27, love this channel and the Space Angels. We love you. Thank you so much for being here. I want to give everybody a minute to kind of to come in, and then we can get started. We've got a few things to go over today. We've got Diddy. We've got the It Ends With Us saga that never, ever ends. And then we also have, oddly enough, Justin Timberlake. Uh, been a while since I talked about him, but it was too good. So we're gonna talk about that. I'm gonna laugh a little bit. I don't know if that makes me a bad person, but I'm gonna laugh. Um, and yeah. Oh my goodness, Sarai, I see your question. I don't even want to dignify that with an answer. I don't like to get into politics here whatsoever, but I come from a nation that is true north, strong, and free. And that's that. So we're going to keep going. I'm not, no. No, no, no. So, I'm just double checking here, looking through I'm seeing everybody coming in. Hi, Michelle. It's good to see you. I hope you're doing good. I hope you're home. I know you had a busy weekend. Let me see here. What else? Do. Uh, oh, I saw something about a flight. Are you on a flight right now, Michelle? Where is my friend Michelle? Oh, crazy, crazy, crazy. Yes, exactly, Jane. Yes, Katie. Katie, yes. I credit you on this. All right, so people are coming in. Let's get started. Let's go. As the news continues, sometimes things just keep on looking worse. And I keep thinking it's not possible. But it is. So let's go through our handy dandy disclaimers. This stream will include speculation and opinion and should not be taken as fact. Always do your own research. Links to the sources are in the description. Michelle, I just saw you're stuck in Denver. I'm so sorry. All right, well, hopefully keep you company. You know, give you something to do to pass the time. It's a good time. Yep. So, oh yeah, links to the sources are in the description. Do your own research, all that good stuff. And hi, YouTube human reviewer. We have tried to ensure this video is appropriate according to the community guidelines. And viewers, please do not send hate to anyone, famous or not. It's not cute. We are all entitled to our own opinions, but do not do anything that would cause harm to people. I do not support hate in any way, shape, or form. And all individuals mentioned here are innocent until proven guilty. And I really do have to stress this as we go into the Diddy trial. I am not a fan of Diddy. I personally do not feel that he is innocent, but he is innocent until proven guilty in a court of law. To be fair. Alrighty. So Justin Timberlake, yes, as there was a joke that we're going to be fed. The tea is going to be spilled. I have to give credit. I believe it was Katie. Please correct me if I'm wrong. I'm pretty sure it was Katie. Sent me a lovely little link in our mod group letting us know. So I don't know how many of you guys are aware of, there is a meme that people bring up every year towards the end of April where they show Justin Timberlake singing It's Gonna Be Me, the song from like back in the early 2000s, where he pronounces it, it's gonna be my, right? And because for some reason in the early 2000s nobody said me, it was all May every song. So yes, there is a Texas police department that decided that they wanted to get in on this meme this year. They really wanted to educate people as it became May, right? So they did this because it's gonna be May. So Katie says this, and yes, Katie just said I almost choked. I laughed way too hard. So the Carlton, Texas Police Department wants everyone to know: do not let this be you. Tips to avoid getting a DWI. Oh, don't drive if you have been drinking at all. Even just a couple can impair your judgment. Buzz driving is drunk driving. Designate a sober driver. Plan ahead and pick someone who won't drink at all. Use a rideshare service. Uber, Lyft, or a cab is always cheaper and safer than a DWI. Stay the night. If you're at a friend's house or a party, crash on the couch or get a hotel room. Oh my gosh. I love this so much. And the thing is, yes, there are comments from people being like, this is so mean. This is so mean. Why are people doing? I'm like, bro, like, a part of what Justin did when he like took his whatever agreement was he did come out and say like, this was a dumb thing. I should not have done this. Do not do this, right? Like, I can't remember exactly what he said. Please do not quote me on this, but he took the mic and said, basically admitted he done goofed, right? So I really don't feel like this is a bad thing, and I was surprised I actually didn't see more of these jokes. But yes, it is May, and let this be our reminder that we should not be, you know, having a drink and then driving. And just some of the comments I wanted to share this with you guys. Just y'all did JT bad. Do it again. Y'all did this for the clout. And then of course this is going to affect the tour. Yeah. Okay, so I kind of want to ask you guys, do you find the JT post offensive? Do you find the Justin Timberlake DWI post to be offensive? Yes or no? Because I personally think it's hysterical. But that's just me. That's just me. Or I guess that's just May, right? It's just May. I am gonna say to you guys, I do have some memberships to give out today. So if you have not allowed gifts on your account and would like a membership, I would please encourage you to do so. I can't do it for you. You have to do it yourself. And I know my incredible mods have shared stuff in the past to help you know how to do that if you don't. So I'll ask if they do have that, if they'd be able to send that out. But just so you guys are aware, I'll do it at the end of the main topics, and we'll go from there. So yeah, but also, yeah, credit to Katie. Thank you very much for that because it was fantastic. It was fantastic. Thank you, Katie, for the link as well. Yeah. Okay, somebody said yes. Why is it offensive? Please explain to me why this is offensive. I want to know. I want to know. I want to know. Alrighty. So, yep, this will continue to follow Justin as it should, and I hope he is getting the help that he needs and everything else, but let it be a warning sign to everybody. And I do feel like it's also a nice segue to be able to say, may the 4th be with you, you know, Revenge of the 5th, happy Revenge of the 5th, and happy, it's May. There we go. All right, Diddy, Diddy, Diddy. Diddy, Diddy, Diddy. As of today, the trial has officially begun. I am floored. I still remember when we talked about the tape. I remember when we talked about the raids on his house. That happened while we were live. That was quite a moment. Um and here we are. So, what is happening right now? This week it is jury selection. Now, from what I understand, they need to find 12, I believe, jurors and 6 alternates. It's a lot. It's a lot. And I have a little report here. I know that it's been going on today, and I've seen some stuff that there's been certain celebrities' names brought up, that there's been some people that have been disqualified. Some people being like, I like to post like a comedy post talking about something to do with Diddy, things like that. But I want to wait and kind of do more of a comprehensive after, I'd say today and tomorrow, maybe talk about it a bit more like on Wednesday if we do a show, um, where I can. Why are their hands going up? I'm confused. What's happening? Okay, never mind. Um, so I want to get a better idea of what's going on and look through all of the reports because right now it is being live tweeted by the absolute goat Inner City Press. Um, and I know I'll probably see some stuff from him too later today. If you want to join his Patreon, because there's a lot of information that comes through there as well, and we'll get a better idea of what's going on. But have an article here that goes on about how the jury is going to be chosen. So these are kind of the facts of what we're looking at walking into this. So, for the past year and a half, allegations of misconduct against Sean Diddy Combs have attracted widespread media attention, including several documentaries and podcasts sullying the reputation of the mogul, once known for his rags to riches life story in elevating hip hop and American culture. And on Monday, today, with his criminal trial on, I'm going to say ST, charges just weeks away, Combs's lawyer will start their search for jurors who have not yet made up their minds about the artist and entrepreneur once known as Puff Daddy. I love how that's written. Once known as Puff Daddy. Hundreds of New York residents who have been summoned for jury duty will arrive at the federal courthouse in Lower Manhattan this week to fill out questionnaires asking them what they already know about the case. It's the first step towards seating a panel of 12 jurors and 6 alternates that will determine Combs's fate after a trial expected to last 8 to 10 weeks. While the judge and lawyers for both sides will know the jurors' names, their identities will not be disclosed to the public. Anonymous juries are not the default in U.S. criminal justice system, but they are frequently used in high-profile trials to protect jurors from potential harassment or death or threats. I was going to say death threats, but yeah, probably going to happen, unfortunately. The media saturation could leave many prospective jurors with the impression that he is likely guilty, said a jury consultant, Christina, and I'm terrified to pronounce her last name. I'm so sorry. You guys know pronunciation and me are not friends at all. As a defense side, you are really wanting to get jurors that have not heard anything about this case or know very, very little about it. So they come in with a truly blank slate. After prospective jurors fill out questionnaires, the defense lawyers and prosecutors will submit a list to the U.S. District Judge. And of those, the two sides agree should move forward in the selection process, as well as who should be excused and those whom they cannot agree. The judge may hold a hearing to resolve any disputes. Starting May 5th, the judge will question the remaining prospective jurors in person, a process known as voir dire, I think, designed to elicit signs of potential bias. The judge will dismiss those he finds would not be able to be fair and impartial, and the prosecution and defense will then be able to dismiss a limited number of jurors without articulating a reason, known as, is it peremptory strikes? So that will be interesting as well. This process is not foolproof. Now, this is where, honestly, guys, this is where I'm nervous. This is where I'm nervous. British socialite. I'm going to call her MaxiPad, because if I say her name, I'm going to lose monetization. That's just the way that this works, unfortunately. Unsuccessfully sought to have her conviction overturned after a juror had checked no when asked in a pretrial questionnaire whether he had been the victim of SA. And in media interviews after the trial, he said he had been SA'd as a child. Both the defense lawyers and the prosecutors are likely to review prospective jurors' social media accounts to see if they have expressed opinions about the case or on other matters that could indicate bias. I've also seen a report today that apparently, allegedly, Diddy has hired someone to really look into this jury. Which honestly doesn't surprise me in the least. but I'm already nervous for them. This is very scary. Um, and I feel like there's been a lot of things that have happened over the past year that he has been in custody where he's been trying to lay the groundwork for potentially having an appeal, or claiming he did not get a fair trial. We've seen that over and over and over and over again in court documents. And I am nervous for these people. So, and then they interviewed a New York based defense attorney who said that Combs' panel would likely consist ultimately of people without firm convictions about issues of consent and SA. That's a depressing sentence right there. I'm sorry. One side or the other will figure out how to get rid of the ones who do have strong opinions. Yeah. So we're going to see how this goes um, over the next week. I will say, I think I'm going to be paying more attention to this towards the end of the week because I am nervous that this is going to be a very difficult jury to get together. There has been a lot of media attention, and this has been going on in the public eye for quite a bit now. And I think as soon as those social media profiles are looked at and people are, basically inspected, um, any amount of engagement that they've had, whether positive or negative, is gonna not be super great. And I think it is also a really hard thing for someone now living in New York to not be aware of what is going on here, right? Like he's been in prison there and or in jail, sorry, technically not prison yet, um, for a while. So I don't know how this is going to go. I think it's going to be interesting. Um, just going to check in on the chat with you guys. Thank you, everybody who is here. It is good to see all of you. Please make sure you've hit that like button. I'd really appreciate it. And if you haven't subscribed, please consider doing so. I would very much appreciate it. And thank you to Silky and to, is it Nia Leo 96? Thank you so much for gifting memberships. That means we've had 2 gifted memberships so far this stream, so we are in team even. Thank you so much, you guys. That is wonderful. And welcome to the 2 new members. Please make sure if you did receive one that you say thank you to whoever gave it to you. And I say thank you to you as well. Alrighty. Just give me 1 second, guys. I'm just going to double check something very quickly. All right, no worries. We're going to move into our Blake Lively stuff. Oh my goodness. Okay. Blake Lively. This is the drama that never ends. It never ever ends. I'm going to end this poll from earlier about Justin Timberlake. I'm surprised how many of you thought that this was offensive. I thought it was funny. Alrighty. So, Blake Lively. There's been a lot of news over the past week. The biggest one being Blake Lively has made her first public interview appearance since all of this drama went down. And we're going to go through it. I have opinions. First, it started off with Blake Lively addressing the legal drama. Blake Lively carefully discussed her lowest lows amid her ongoing legal drama with Justin Baldoni. She said, I've had a pretty intense year. It's been a year full of the highest of highs and the lowest of lows. I see so many women around afraid to speak, especially now, afraid to share their experience. Fear is by design. It's what keeps us silent. But I also acknowledge that many people don't have the opportunity to speak. So I do feel fortunate that I have been able to. Here is where, again, I'm going to reiterate this, and I want to be very clear about it. I'm not saying that this is right. However, when you are going through a lawsuit like this, where you are claiming things like defamation, where you are claiming infliction of emotional distress, I can't remember what the exact definition is of what she is claiming, but that there's been, emotional issues going on, that it has affected you, that she's been, suffering that way. When you do interviews like this, to me, I don't think it looks very good, because it's not giving me the image that you have been um, damaged in the sense of your reputation enough that you could not do something like Seth Meyers on NBC, a big late night show with people tuning in and watching, right? Like, you were still able to book it. You're still there. Your movie just came out. Apparently, it's #1 on Amazon Prime. I don't know what that exactly means when it comes to numbers. But when the whole point of this, of what you're trying to claim, is that you have suffered damages, and this happens, I kind of go, this is gonna bite you in the butt. And I do say this again, like, I'm not saying that that's right, because I do think that there's parts of this, just because you've suffered at some point because of something that something has done to you and you're through a legal battle, it shouldn't mean that you have to be in like mass depression until the verdict. But unfortunately, that can be what the expectation is. And I say that because I went through a civil lawsuit myself, and I had to be very careful about what I did publicly, because I was informed that anything I did, even stepping outside of my home, could be used against me. I can only imagine what this is for Blake when we're talking about millions and millions and millions and millions of dollars. So to me, it's not that the fear is what is keeping you silent. It's that you have chosen to go into a legal battle. And this is the thing. I feel like you can have a lot of opinions about this and be on multiple sides about this, and you guys know I have tried to remain neutral as much as possible. I have my opinions, but I've also tried to look at it from the other side too. Blake was the one who made the decision to make the CRD complaint. She is the one who chose to bring this into the courts. This is public. She made this public. And if you choose to take something public, anything you do in the public is essentially fair game to be used against you in court. I don't think this was a good idea for her. If I was her fan right now, which I am not, if I was her fan, I would be saying, "What are you doing? Shut up. Shut up." I don't think this is going to help her at all. So that's just my opinion. Um, And I will say, I thought it was very interesting. At one point during the interview, Seth said something to the effect of, "I'm not as educated as other people are." I wonder how much of this happened, maybe against what he wanted to do, or he was like, "Oh, I know this isn't going to go well." I don't know. I don't think necessarily he deserves a huge amount of hate for all of this. It's an interview, and we all know, if you've been following this case, that agencies are very powerful in this industry, and I wouldn't be surprised if that had something to do with it. That's just my opinion. I am not saying that that's what happened. I'm speculating, okay? I just, I feel like if I was Blake Lively's friend right now, I'd just be yelling, "Girl, stop. Stop. Stop." And I also will say, I'm so tired of people that want to go on and on and on about how they're being silenced. And I know they're going on and on and on that they're being silenced because they're talking to the media on a regular basis, or there's statements coming out on their behalf about how they're being silenced. But I'm hearing from them that they're being silenced. I have seen more of Blake Lively in the past 2 weeks in the media than I've seen in a long time. I don't really feel like she's being silent right now. But okay. So there's that. One thing I did want to call out, because I felt like this is, I kind of want to actually maybe make this a segment. In the nothing burger news of the day, it's this. So Page Six went on this like big, like they did a lot of reporting about this. They reported about it before the interview aired. They reported after it aired, blah, 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 blah. But people noticed that apparently Blake Lively was not wearing her engagement ring through the interview. Again. It says here, that she doesn't typically wear her wedding ring to press events and red carpets, often swapping it out for statement jewelry. Um, so apparently she did that for this as well. But I would say right now, when you're dealing with a situation where everyone is looking for any potential crack in your relationship, maybe wearing the ring was a good call if you are too. But, okay. But I really don't. There are a lot of people that were trying to make this into like a, you know, they're getting divorced. But I'm like, I'm gonna need more than that, guys. I'm gonna need more than that. I'm calling BS on that one. Now this was the weird part of it too. I didn't know what was going on here. Again, page 6, right? Another one. It's like DJ Khaled, another one. In this interview, Seth apparently asked Blake if her daughters ever criticize her outfits. To which she immediately responded, "Oh, yeah. And then she joked about their personalities. This was so random. One of my daughters has the same birthday as Napoleon and Jennifer Lawrence. So if you imagine those two blended." Myers then poked fun at her theory. "Is that how birthdays work? You blend?" Lively laughed, explaining, "I think so. I don't know, because I don't know a lot about star signs." I know that Blake Lively is a Virgo. And I know because there have been multiple times in which that has now come up in conversation as I have been researching this case and everything. Like, she thanked Beyonce for opening up the door for Virgos, if I'm remembering this correctly. I'm like, girl, come on. But separate from that, reportedly, none of her kids have the same birthday as Napoleon or Jennifer Lawrence. Now, the only thing I'm going to say about that, I'm going to put a pin in that, is it's possible that they have not given the real dates of their kids' birthdays for security reasons. Possible. I don't know that. I have no idea. But I know for me, like, if I was that level of famous, I would be nervous about my kids having that type of personal information be public domain. Sometimes you can't help it. It just happens. But yeah, it doesn't look like any of them align. And it's also just a super weird thing to compare your daughter to Napoleon. Ellsrich has talked a lot about this, and I'm gonna give her credit for that. I would encourage you to go over and listen to what she has to say, because oh dear, this was a choice. Then we moved on in this interview as well. On the opposite spectrum, Lively said her 2-year-old son, Olin, is very romantic, and announces that I'm the love of his life at all times. I get dressed every day like a girl in middle school, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, I hope he says something. Producer sister, Are you able to join?
Yeah.
Producer sister is here, everyone. Everybody say hi. Producer sister.
This is uncomfortable. I feel very sorry for this kid as he gets older, because that is not a healthy dynamic. Unless we're really missing something.
And this is the thing. I don't know if we're missing something. I'm not trying to judge it, but we have read way too many What the Wuts on this channel about boy moms.
Coddle mom.
That are convinced that they are the love of their son's life. And I don't feel like anybody's talking about this, and this is just weird. I am uncomfortable. I'm also not sure, but like, I also know she made the boob cake at one point for one of their birthdays, because the only thing that they wanted when they were little were her boobs, and I'm like, what is happening? This is so weird. It's so weird. So I kind of just want to ask, I'm like, is this weird? Am I overreacting? Like, is Blake saying that she is the love of her son's life? Weird. Because maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm overreacting. Maybe I have just been far too influenced by the terrifying stories that we have read on this show. of boy moms, right? Like I am still scarred by Cruise Control. For those of you that remember, put a 1 in the chat if you remember Cruise Control. If we are all still collectively grieving from that whole betrayal, because that was a lot. I, like it's weird. It's odd to me, but I could be wrong, and I'm not trying to like, you know, I don't like bringing kids into it. I don't like doing that, but it's also like you did say this publicly, so I'm uncomfortable. I'm uncomfortable. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Now, on top of that, over the weekend, there was a video that got released of Ryan Reynolds, where he was signing autographs. I'll just read the thing. So, the Deadpool and Wolverine star dodged a reporter's repeated inquiries about why Travis Kelce unfollowed him on social media earlier this week. Melanie Miller, who previously worked for TMZ, shared a TikTok video asking Reynolds on Thursday about his fallout with Kelce at the Green Day's Walk of Fame celebration, which was a weird, by the way. It was uncomfortable. I was like, okay, this is all right. This was a choice. What happened with Travis Kelce? Are you guys good? Are you guys friends? How come he unfollowed you? She could be heard asking the actor in the clip, but she did many times. Reynolds noticeably did not respond or even acknowledge any of the questions thrown at him. Instead, he continued signing autographs. Now, it's possible. It sounded very loud, but I think also he's probably just keeping his mouth shut for different reasons. But the other thing that I thought was very interesting was there also was this report that dropped from the Daily Mail. And this is behind like their paywall thing of their like very exclusive reporting. First of all, side note, but important side note, because I know producer sister and I are going to weigh in on this in a minute. Apparently, Taylor Swift's text messages and emails are on the table to do with Blake Lively for being subpoenaed, which means we may be getting Taylor Swift's text messages back and forth with Blake. I do feel like in some ways this is relevant. There reportedly have been claims that, you know, Blake said, you know, well, Taylor said if we don't do this, then we can't have the song type thing through all of it. So I do think it is relevant if there is written communication about this to the case. It's very unfortunate, especially if from Taylor's perspective, she was just trying to help a friend and she didn't know everything that was going on. I don't know. But so that got revealed. But then there's also this second part. So Taylor's been subpoenaed. Some subpoenas are being sent out this week. Some depositions are in the process right now of being scheduled. People often push back and say that they can't for various reasons, but you really cannot get out of it. And that's not all. This reporter at the Daily Mail says that they can further reveal that Swift's boyfriend, Travis Kelce, will soon receive a subpoena of his own. I feel bad for this dude. Like, I do. I feel bad for Travis Kelce. Like, this sucks, man. Like, and I'm honestly wondering now if this is a part of it. That it's like, he's like, oh, great. So now we're all getting dragged into this? And has there been dishonesty here? I don't know. Like, but from some of the quotes that we've heard from insiders and things that have been reported, he is royally pissed. And I get it. 100% I get it. So I will be interested to see where this goes. But yeah, things are not looking super great for them on that point. And I guess we will see as time goes on how that all works out. But I understand now why Ryan wouldn't say anything, because I wonder if he was aware that this was potentially happening. And again, this is one reporter saying it. It could be full of crap. I have no idea. But that's where we are on that right now. I'm going to check back in with the poll with you guys. Okay, I am in the majority of people thinking that the sun comments are weird. Okay, producer sister.
Yeah.
Now that you have joined us, hello.
Hi.
It's good to see you. Do you have any thoughts on anything that we've talked about so far today that you want to share?
I'm trying to remember right now. When was the party that all four of them were at together.
A while ago.
I know,
Yeah.
but are they thinking something was discussed at that point?
I don't know. My guess, quite bluntly, and it is kind of alluded to in the article.
Yeah.
Um, okay, let's look at this logically, right? Producer sister and I are sisters,
Yes.
right? We're also besties. If something's going on in my life, generally, producer sister is one of the first people to know,
Mm-hmm.
right? Like you and I, we will share information.
Yes.
If we were not in the same household, a lot of that would probably be done more over text,
Correct.
right? I mean, we still text each other.
Yeah.
When you're like in the basement and I'm upstairs.
True story.
We will be texting at 11 o'clock at night. I'm just like, what's happening? So if someone were to be being nasty to me,
Mm-hmm.
chances are that would come up in our conversations.
Yeah.
Especially if it had to do with a work situation in which you were somewhat involved because I was using, a report that you had worked on.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And I'd be like, yo, this is getting weird, blah, blah, blah. I wonder if that is potentially what is going on here. So they want to know A, how involved was Taylor? And B, was she told anything through this that she could then speak to or not? And by extension, if something is going on in your life and you are close with your partner, some couples just tell each other everything.
Yeah.
Right? Or within reason, right? Like my husband and I have that. I'm like, we have an open phone policy. We're both very open with each other about things that are going on. There's some stuff that I tell him, like I've had a conversation with somebody today in my life that, we care about. We're all friends. They're going through a rough patch. I don't want to get into all of the details about what they're going through because they told me some things in confidence, but I just want you to know that, we should be praying for them, or we should be there for them. And if they call me and say something's wrong, I got to go. Right? And that's kind of the way that we've done our relationship. I don't know what it's like for Taylor and Travis.
No.
And I'm wondering if that's potentially part of it. That's my theory, at least.
Yeah. It looks like it was in and around December 23. So that would have been when they were filming, correct?
Let me check the timeline. Let me go here. Okay. I have a handy dandy timeline I have made, so I'm gonna pull that up. And of course, it's gonna take me a minute to find it. I have too many docs. I have way, 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 way too many docs. I'll have to check it later.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I don't want to bore you guys with me like going through all of my archives. It's going to take forever. But yeah, basically that if it is that, I mean, when that would have been around her birthday, right?
Yeah.
Was that the midnight's dress, like the moon and the stars dress, or was that before that? All the Swifty things, all the things that we remember. It's
No, Taylor's in a silver dress.
okay. Never mind. Yeah. So yeah, I think that's interesting. So I guess we are now in halftime. Thank you to everybody who has come to listen to the pop culture stuff. This is now generally where I talk to my community. You guys are amazing. We go through stuff. I have memberships to give away as well. And then we'll go into our What the What, which I'm actually kind of excited for. I read the title and I'm like, oh, this is going to be fun. This is going to be fun. I'm just seeing some of you guys talking about the boy mom stuff, and I feel very validated in this moment. I kind of felt like everybody was talking about other things, and I'm like, no, this is weird. Anyway, Megas, thank you for the 5 gifted memberships. That is incredibly, incredibly kind of you. I appreciate that so much. So that brings us to 7 then.
Yep.
That's amazing. Thank you very much. And I am going to give out some now. So let me go over here. Membership gifting. Send 5 now. There we go. So welcome to the 5 new Space Angels that are getting their memberships from me. I appreciate you. I appreciate you all. Thank you so much. Producer sister, could I actually ask you to do one favor for me?
Yeah.
My phone is plugged in
Yeah.
on the couch.
Uh-huh.
Could you pass it to me?
Yeah.
Thank you. Had it charging because it was like almost dead. I did want to give you guys a little bit of a personal update because I know a lot of you are very invested in this before we go into our What the What section. So, some of you guys are aware that part of what's been going on in my personal life right now is one of my dogs, like Lacey is always with me, but I have another dog, Charlie, and he has been diagnosed with heart disease. And it happened, unfortunately, after we had a very scary experience one night where a prior health issue he had had acted up. We had to take him into the vet the following morning after calling emergency. And then through that examination, we then found out that he had the heart murmur, which I was not expecting. So, unfortunately, that original health issue that he had reared its ugly head again yesterday. So, it was not as severe. I got him to the vet today. We went at noon today. He got checked out. Everything's fine. They're going to have him on some antibiotics just in case. But overall, he's good. And I did want to give you guys the update. They checked on his heart murmur while we were there. Now, they don't have the specialized equipment to be able to see everything. That's what we're doing in June. Um, but my vet did let us know that his heart is sounding really good with the medication. So the medication is continuing to work for him. He is continuing to progress and do better essentially as it's being treated. It is never going to be something that we are going to cure. He will have it for the rest of his life, but it is very well in control, and it means now that he has been on that medication for about 6 weeks, and my vet is very happy with his progress. So we're going to continue with the cardiologist. Obviously, that is booked in June, and we're going to get a better idea of what is going on, what kind it is, and how we can be a bit more aggressive and targeted in our treatment of it, as well as making sure that the medications he's on, all that stuff is all good. So that's what's going on. And I did want to address right now before anybody asks, because I'm sure some people will see it and they'll be asking about it. It is my birthday this week. It's on Saturday. And every year, I always have people that say, do you have a wish list or what can I do? The only thing I want this year is if you want to support me in a financial manner, please consider using PayPal. If you do not have PayPal, you can do it through the channel, but I do prefer PayPal because there's less fees, and more of what you would essentially donate would go directly to him, and it would be faster for me to get it. So if I have a pop-up vet appointment like I did today, that I'd be able to get to it faster. The only thing I want to do is take care of my dogs. The only thing I want to do right now is make sure that Charlie gets all of the treatment that he deserves. A lot of you guys know some of his story. I love him dearly. That's it. That is it. So, and I don't want anybody doing anything that puts themselves in harm's way. I know how difficult it is out there right now financially. I hear you, but that's what's up. So I wanted to address that. I tend to not make a big deal out of my birthday. I'm one of those weird people. I don't really like it that much. I think producer sister can attest.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I no. Yeah, Jane's like, "Will you be doing a birthday stream?" That's so weird for me. I don't like that. I honestly, as much as I am a very comfortable person being on camera and talking and having attention on me, I don't like the attention to be on me. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Like I like to have things to talk about. I like to like but me weird. It's weird. So
The only person who likes their birthday less than you is me.
it's true. We both have birthday trauma. It's like, we're just, yeah, it's not a good time. It's not a good time. So that's, I hope that makes sense and that you guys are on the same page about that. I love you all so much. I don't want anybody putting themselves out there or putting themselves in a difficult position, but that's it. That's it. Yeah, that's the thing. Last day's birthday spirit was fun. Was stream was fun, but I found it. I was uncomfortable, and I did find it a little bit stressful. So I don't know if I'm gonna do that, to be honest. And also this week, for those of you that are also Planeteers, You will likely hear that there's a few things going on for Andy this week health wise. So I'm going to be focusing a lot on making sure that popcorn's okay. So we'll figure it out from there. We will figure it out from there. Yeah, Jane said, "No way, I didn't know." Yeah, I get that, but I don't like celebrating my birthday with people. I don't like the attention. It's weird. It's weird, and it's like I want to buy dinner for people. Like I don't. It's all just like I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. So yeah, that's it. That there is us up to date on everything. Lacey, do you want to say hi to everybody? Do you want to say hi? Can I pick you up? Okay, let's just stretch for a second. Yeah, big stretch. Okay, come here. Oof. And yes, you need a bath. You need a bath. And we will do that soon, but not yet. Yeah. So this is Lacey. This is not Charlie. This is my other one. Charlie is not usually on stream because he needs a lot of attention and is very, very loud. Lacey is a lot more quiet and chill. And yeah, we just hang out together. It was so cute today, too. I will share. So when we got back from the vet, normally when I leave and I come back, she does have some pretty rough separation anxiety at points. Um, and so you get very excited and you kind of sometimes can get your breathing a bit out of whack. And today when we got home, I was I was not the goal. My husband was not the goal. Mommy and Daddy did not care. It was all about Charlie. She just ran to him to check on him, and it was so, so cute. Yeah. So she's doing good. Oh, I know, Jane. Oh, Andy's dog Winnie is so freaking cute. Like, oh my gosh. She's a sweetie, and she's so chill. I love that. um, and it's true. Like, I do see a little bit of similarity. But Winnie will be bigger than Lacey for sure. Um, and yeah, cocker spaniels. Winnie is a cockapoo, so she's a cocker spaniel poodle mix. Lacey is a shih poo, so she is a shih tzu poodle mix, but she is more poodle than she is shih tzu. So the only thing is that both shih tzus are stubborn, poodles are sassy. Cocker spaniels are sassy. Poodles are also sassy. So she is going to have a very, very fun personality, and she seems very, very cuddly, and I'm excited to see it. Oh, Jane just said, I wonder if Winnie will have merch. I'm looking into it. I got you guys. I'm looking into it. I am. I am. Oh, General Scott said, Blake Lively's kids, but is it fashion? I don't know. Is it?
It's fashion meets. It's fashion. It's, excuse me.
It's fashion. Yeah. So, yeah, good time. Good times. Thank you so much, guys. You guys are absolutely amazing. Thank you to King Bob and Queen for the PayPal you just sent me. That is incredibly generous of you. Thank you so much. That's going into the fund. And also, thank you for the membership you sent in, King Bob. That's very kind of you. Producer Sister, where are we at for memberships?
13.
Nice. Nice. Nice, nice. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. Kyle just said my cocker was an a-hole to anyone he didn't know. All right, I will share this. So my husband's family, when we first started dating, had a cockapoo. May he rest in peace. He was the sweetest little boy, and he found himself in different people's garages because he was obsessed with garages. So he would sneak out and go into the neighbors' garages just to hang out. But I will never forget, there was one time we were in his basement just watching TV, and we heard like a paw at the door, and he knocked open the door, walks in, comes around the corner. It was like we were on like a sectional. It was like an L-shaped couch, so the dog walked around the corner, looks at us, farted, the loudest. what I've ever heard come out of a dog. Turned around, sniffed the air, and then left. This dog. But this dog was also one that, and when anybody was upset, would come and sit beside you and warm up your lap when you were crying and lick your face, like lick away your tears, and was always there. He was incredible, and all my memories of him are just hilarious or heartwarming. So it's like, as soon as Andy told me he's like, we're gonna do cockapoo, I'm like, yes. I love this for you, my friend. And yeah, it's like, it's exactly, Kyle. Classic dog goofiness. They are amazing. I'm glad you guys are laughing, because I know it's a little bit gross, but it's just, it was too funny. It was too funny. I think, producer sister, you remember memories of this dog.
Yes, I do.
Sassy boy.
Yes.
Very sassy boy, but we loved him.
Oh, yeah.
He was so fun. So fun. And he was always really good with our dog, at the time, Scooter, who you guys unfortunately never met, but we love him. They were great. So all my, I love dogs. I'm sorry. I love dogs. This is who I am. Hope you guys can tolerate that about me. Thank you so much, Denny Rose, for the super chat. Happy birthday, Kim, for my Canadian Maple. Right back at you. Canadian love, always. So I think we can go into... Sorry, I'm just reading. Was it Emily just said, Mr. Charlie, good job with the heart, little strong. Now we have to stop worrying mom and aunt, producer, sister, and dad, and all of them. That'd be great.
Yeah. 100%.
Oh gosh. Shirley has been a member for 29 months. Thank you so much. Our fur babies are blessings in so many ways. 100%. 100%. They're the best. They're the best. Nikki Sweat just said, just got a gifted membership, so thank you guys so much. Awesome. Just had a third heart attack and a third surgery. Oh, so all memberships have been on hold. Oh my goodness. I'm so sorry, but I'm glad that you're getting the help that you need.
Yeah.
My goodness. You know, all the healing vibes and loves and prayers to you. I'm so sorry, Nikki, and I hope you're doing okay today. Oh my goodness. Jane said, is that right that some companies have dog petting days? I don't know. I know that there's certain companies that are doing more to do with pets, which I think is a good thing.
Somewhere I used to work, every Friday we would rotate, and one of the employees would bring in their dog for the day, and they would just hang out.
Yeah. Sammy was fun.
Sammy only went a couple times because he was very little and way too much energy, and I was also very overworked, and I didn't trust him to not run when the door opened. Right. So I spent most of the day very paranoid. And yeah, so we didn't do much with that. But he wasn't even... He wasn't even a year.
Yeah. I think one thing I have read that I think is fantastic at some like big corporate jobs is they're actually working in bereavement for pets.
Good.
Because it kind of has started this whole thing that there's a lot of people that, you know, they will get bereavement no matter what if they lose, for example, a parent. But not everybody has a super great relationship with their parent. And I was reading a few like testimonials about it of like someone basically saying that they've never been close with their father. For example, they refer to their father as their sperm donor. And so they were given this time off. They're like, I don't want it. Can I bank it for later? When like someone that's actually close to me passes and I need that time. And that's kind of started off these dialogues. And I'm like, I think that's fair.
Your relationship with someone is not defined by blood.
No.
And whether or not you need bereavement leave should not be defined by that. I know I didn't take like a full bereavement leave or anything like that when Scoot passed, but my boss did let me work from home for a couple days because I was just not in I was having trouble holding it together.
Oh,
So
we were all a mess.
yeah, so he let me work from home, and it
Yeah.
did me in because my coworker, the first day I went back, my coworker, like first thing in the morning, just came up, didn't say anything. He just gave me a hug, and that was
Yep.
enough to break me. I'm like, oh
I'm
my
done.
gosh, I don't know if I
No.
could do this. Like it was so sweet,
No.
and it was from such a good place. I was just such a mess and
Yep.
so vulnerable, I guess, and
Oh.
emotional. That yeah, that was good.
Yeah. So anyway, I think I love to see businesses kind of recognizing more and more that, you know, our dogs, our cats, our pets are so huge, like they're such huge parts of our lives, and the connection is real. So I'm happy to see that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Kyle just said an old friend used to work as an animator in Vancouver. Nice. And would bring his Alaskan, is it Malamute? Oh my gosh, into the office
Big
every
puppy.
day. That's a big dog. Wow.
That'd be awesome.
That is awesome, but that is a huge dog.
Dude.
I don't know how many of you guys are aware of an Alaskan Malamute. You might think that it is a husky. It is not. It's bigger. That's an Alaskan Malamute. They are big with a lot of fluff. There's no way that you can hide that dog either. There's the party don't stop till you walk in, I can tell you that. Alrighty, shall we do what the what? I think we should. I think we should. I am again gonna ask if you have not hit that like button to consider doing so. I would very much appreciate it. And if you haven't subbed, consider doing so too. I'd appreciate that too. It's good to see everybody. Good to see you all here. Alrighty. Let us go into what the what. Are you ready, producer sister?
Mm-hmm.
All right. In quotations, I had a stroke. Typos that just might send you spiraling down. I want to be clear because I know we have a lot of different generations that watch this show. There is an expression online that if someone writes a message that is just like you have to look at it like 4 or 5 times to be like, is that what it, does that say what I think it says?
What are you trying to
What
say?
just happened? What is no. And some people joke and say like did I just have a stroke reading this? Because it's like your brain just is like, what is happening?
Your brain's short-circuiting.
Yeah.
It can't comprehend what is trying to be relayed to you.
So it is in no way meant to be offensive.
No.
It's a sarcastic joke. It is a meme joke. But yes, so I'm guessing this is all going to be really bad typos.
A good amount of it, yeah.
Okay,
Yep.
all right.
That's the vibe we're going for.
Yes.
And as someone who is a terrible typer,
Oh
and does
gosh.
this all the time.
Yes. 100%.
I did it this morning with a coworker, and I tried to correct my typo 3 times and continued to type it wrong.
Yeah.
So I
worse
am
and worse
right
and worse
there.
and worse. Yeah. I used to have a chat with an old friend of mine that at any time we typed in the F word, it would autocorrect to duck. So we would have these like conversations where it just constantly kept going to duck, and we would just laugh and laugh and laugh because it sounded absolutely ridiculous. So it's like sometimes there could be autocorrects, there could be all types of things, but this is gonna be fun. This will be fun. And thank you, Manda Panda, for rejoining your membership. It is good to see you. So good to see you. Much love to you. I know Manda has been a member before.
Yeah.
You've been here for a long time.
Yeah, she's got her month.
Yeah. But I am seeing the new member count I'm seeing is 14. Is that accurate?
There's been a couple like re-ups that I haven't counted, but I have 13.
Okay. Fair enough. All right. We're team even and odd right now. Everyone's winning. Alrighty. Let's do what the what. Let's go. I found this on Pinterest with the skull emoji, so dead. Okay. There's an effing owl outside. Owl. Hool. How the F do you spell it? Hoot hoot. There's a hooter outside my window. window at the end is fantastic. Yeah. That's great. Buttercup, thank you for 1 month of membership. That's amazing. Much love to you. Thank you. Yeah, I'm owl, obviously, but yeah. Hoot hoot. My brother, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, here we go. Where is the cinnamon butter? Snineman. Cinnamom. Cinema. Almost. Cinnamon. Take your time. Cinnamon. Cinnamon. China. No. Oh gosh. No. No, you had it. It's cinnamon. I like City Mom. Oh my gosh. Oh. Oh gosh. Okay. What? Dying. Briefly soon. Did you know I have Atsgama? I don't think anybody has Astgama, but okay. Asthma. Ahma. Atsma. Breathing. Okay. I think it's supposed to be asthma.
Yeah.
Fair? Okay. Asthma.
That's not asthma.
It's not asthma. He day. Oh. Buy a man, eat fish. He day. Teach fish man to a lifetime.
I don't even know what that's supposed to be.
I think it's supposed to be buy a man a fish, he'll eat for a day. Teach a man to fish, he'll eat for a lifetime.
That's not what it says.
No, it is not. That is not it. The saying is just basically equip somebody to be able to provide for themselves instead of just bailing them out.
Mm-hmm.
Because then they can help themselves and they won't be dependent, and ultimately you want to see them have a better life type thing. Wow. Khaleesi Dyer just said, OMG, I can't spell asthma for my life. But you did, though. You got it. Yay. Teach a fish man. Right? I know. General Scott. Juniper, I need that hat. Like, teach fish man. But, like, if he's the fish, why would you need to teach him how to fish? I would assume if he was fish man, he would know. Right? Right?
Quite possibly, yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's insane. Yeah, that's an old adage, though. I've heard that for years and years and years.
I think just with the chat saying, I think Biden may have referenced it, but now that I'm thinking about it more, I believe it's in one of your old adage from hundreds of years ago. Yeah, kind of thing.
I custom ordered this legend of a shirt, and I couldn't be happier. What? Boston. What?
Some really bad way to spell Massachusetts.
That's supposed to be Massachusetts?
Well, it's Boston. I don't know.
I am offended for people from Massachusetts. What? No. No. Absolutely not. Oh my gosh. Yeah, so I have an entire album in my phone dedicated to my mom's terrible texting. Come in my room. I need my hot water bottle done. Cow now. Moo. Why is that like our father?
I know. You have to be an interpreter with his text messages.
That is how my father texts. 100%. Oh my gosh. Cow now moo. Cow now moo. You know what? I don't blame this person. I would save all those too.
Yep.
That's amazing.
100%.
Moo. Oh my gosh. Is Linda here?
I haven't seen.
Oh no, we can't do our Doja Cat joke. Moo. I'm a cow. I'm not a cat. I don't say meow. Moo. Pure poetry. My dad did this to me a while ago. Laughing my butt off. Did you treat the cats? Bo. Yes. My lord. And then he says, are you having an ambulance? Do you need a stroke? Stop. I think he did treat the cats. I think the cats have had their treats from the sounds of it.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's what happened. I could be wrong, but I think that's what happened. Oh gosh. Moo. Can't are you gonna do? Oh gosh. Hey cop haters. Oh, I love these texts. I'm sorry. I love these messages when people do this. Hey cop haters, who are you gonna call when you have the from that but can't are gonna do? Have you ever wanted something so much that you could do anything? Right? It's the same energy, right?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I'm assuming that this is supposed to be like a hey cop haters, who are you gonna call when you have a problem, right?
Yeah.
But it's like the people,
That's not what you said.
the people that have an issue with cops, they don't call the cops because when they do, it doesn't end well.
Yeah.
Right? That's the idea. So it's like you're missing the point. But also like
no.
This is not the best argument to make when you're trying to counter that narrative, right?
And yes, Silky, that's what went through my head.
What?
Ghostbusters.
That's what we could call. It's the remix.
When I was making this, I was like, oh my gosh, it's Ghostbusters. I think I'm so conditioned as soon as you hear who you're gonna call, like the answer is Ghostbusters.
Oh my gosh. Sorry. Who are you gonna call when you have the from that but can't are gonna do?
Poetry.
Are you okay?
I don't think so.
Oh, exactly, General Scott, I agree. Oh man, that's also what gets me about stuff like this with like Twitter, for example.
Mm-hmm.
Was this still up or did they take it down and redo it? You know what I mean? Because like there are a lot of people that leave messages like this, and it's like you do know that you can delete and redo, right?
Mm-hmm. It's a thing.
It is, because no one is understanding this. No one. Everyone confusion.
Yep.
Honestly, read this for the 5th time and it still don't make sense. Okay. You won't believe it. This cart, this cat is ovary covered in snog. No, it is not. Sad cats, it is certainly not covered in snog.
Nope. Thankfully.
I'm assuming what they meant to say was this, you won't believe it, this cat.
Yeah.
Cat. This cat is covered all over in snow. That's not what it says. I don't believe it.
Nope.
Exactly, Dreadnought. This person does not know that. Gosh.
They missed the memo.
Yeah. No. Oh, no. Oh, gosh. Or you can have it your way, but don't get crazy. But what did the chat if you know the King Burger sketch? Oh, security!
Security!
Need to go!
Gotta go.
No, you can have a Coke. Alright. Bug said Burger King. King's a king. I can't spell. Burger King. Stop! And then bolded it in italics. Burger King! Oh, the way I would never let that down. Let that person live that down. Oh my gosh. This is it. There should be a Kink Burger sketch now. That's amazing. That's great. Oh, that's good. That is good. Mother is stroking. Okay. Oh no. Birther. Oh, that's what you call your mother? Oh my. There's been some stuff here. There's been some
history.
pain. There's been some pain. I'm sorry, Mama. Mom, are you coming back or are you going to work? Okay, I'm going to attempt to read this. Extent. What? 7B. Oh. Okay. That's probably how I would respond too, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Oh. I'm gonna hope that was a butt dial. I'm gonna hope that was a...
Yeah.
I just love the... Oh. Okay. General Scott gets singing with it. Na 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 na. Oh my gosh, that's amazing. Okay. Oh. Okay. I know how to say this correctly, I just don't want to. Stop Earth! The denying is dying. Some people gotta work on their protest signs, man, because some of them are glorious.
Yep. But not for the reason they think it is.
Oh my gosh. Like, I still think my favorite protest sign I ever saw was when there was that uprising in Egypt.
Yep.
And somebody took the Cartman
no.
quote. And so they had Cartman on a sign, and it was like there was like an uprising of the people against the government. And essentially the sign just said, "Screw you guys, we're staying here," or something like that. I'm like, something like that, and I'm just like, that is amazing. That's great. But I know it's supposed to be, stop denying the earth is dying. Like, gosh, not helping. Not helping.
Nope.
Right, Kyle? The graphic designer in me is screaming. Exactly.
Yeah,
graphic design
fair.
is my passion. Oh, Diva D said, I'm crying and laughing so hard. They're snorting and cackling too. Lol, one of the best What the Wuts we've ever had. I'm
Glad
so
you guys
glad,
like it.
Diva D. I'm so glad you're laughing. That is always the goal, that we just, the world is crazy. Life sucks. Sometimes it's just good to laugh at typos,
Yep. Because we've all made them too.
Oh, 100%.
I don't know if we've all made a sign quite like this one, but we've all made typos
Not
before.
one amongst us is, Okay. My aunt texted me, so confused. Hey, the 26th, keep open. Okay. I'm taking you to Spent to help Dave and I monies. Sorry, correction. Monies! Are you drunk?
This is a fair question.
Again, this is also like my father texting.
Yep.
This is very reminiscent of him texting. Bro, what?
Huh?
I'm assuming that we need to keep the 26th open on our calendar for something to do with money.
And helping Dave and
We gotta help Dave. We gotta do it for Dave. But yeah, are you drunk? 100%. Oh dear. I can't say. Oh my gosh. Okay, so if anyone is listening and they're confused, the post says I killed Satan. And then there is a photo of what looks to be a chocolate Santa.
Yep.
That has probably been, like, broken. So, like, the Easter bunnies you get that, like, you break off pieces and people make jokes like, I'm eating the bunny, right? I'm guessing this is a similar type moment. But then he attempts to correct his spelling of what we assume is supposed to be Santa. Again with Satan. Then S-N-T-A, so Snita. Then Snat. Then Santa. And then wrote, help. Oh my gosh, Kyle, you're right. Or King Bob, you're right. We just did a whole thing about the monies and we didn't do insufficient funds.
We didn't.
How dare I?
Insufficient funds. You ain't got no money. Woo.
Beautiful. Perfection. It was funny today too. It was actually my husband and I were driving back from the vet, and I didn't know this. Apparently, when he got his first car, and he went to our version of the DMV, and they gave him his plate, it had 666 in it.
Seriously?
And he was like, "Can I get another one?"
Yeah, that's fair.
And I would have been like, I said to him, like, if that had happened to me, I would have been like, I am now. Give me a different one. No. And I something kind of makes me think like maybe he wasn't the first person.
Yeah, who didn't want
And he
that
was
plate?
just like, no, thank you. Where do babies come? Oh no. Where do babies come from? Oh no. Am I pregnant? Is there a possibly that I'm pregnant? If if a girl. Oh, okay, no, so she does it again.
Yes.
Okay, so she has adult relations again. Okay. And pregnant again.
Yes.
Do she have twin, or do they fight in womb?
Please go back to health class.
You know what? I actually saw an episode of Maury.
Yeah.
This happened.
No.
Yep. She had twins with different fathers. And he was just like, do you have any idea how close that has to be?
Yeah.
How insane that is? And I mean, it was Maury. I'm not using that as my scientific, bar. That's 100% accurate, but I will never forget that episode. I was screaming. Like, exactly Tread Not Meme. She belonged to the streets. Like, it was a moment, but, like, incredibly unlikely. And they certainly do not fight in the womb.
No.
There is no boxing match happening in the womb. They don't have arms. Or legs. They're a cell. Like, oh no. No. I feel like we need to have more education on these things.
Yeah.
It's brutal. Yeah, exactly. Kayla just said it's very rare, like a 1% shit. It's so incredibly rare. But they certainly do not, duke it out.
No, there's no
in the womb.
fighting.
That does not happen. Yeah.
This isn't UFC in the womb.
Nope. That does not happen. Found this in a YouTube video, thought it would fit here. Oh gosh. I truly hate it here. Now replace it with women. Not so funny now, is it? Now replace it with women. Not so funny now is women. What? Now replace funny with it. Not so it now is women. No, I'm gonna have an effing stroke. Replace stroke with baby. Congratulations. What in the dank am I looking at? Oh, gosh. Oh. What a weird thread.
Yep.
What a weird thread. And everybody's just kind of like, are y'all okay?
No.
I want to know why this happened badly, but I don't think I'm going to find out.
Probably not.
To be fair, English is not their first language. Okay. Grace given. One day, I went almost 3 days without water. So they probably meant, like, one time I went 3 days without water.
Yeah.
Sad face. That's stupid. It was on accident. I forgot water existed. I didn't even felt therapy. Thirsty. Oh, thirsty. Take your time. Thirsty. Close. Need of water. You know what? I would love to say something, but as a fellow, one of the many basic white girls that lives on coffee, I too have gone for multiple days without water because I have forgotten about its existence.
I don't know how you do that.
You live on caffeine and sugar, and that's all you do.
But I physically crave water.
I don't.
I do.
I do not. Even when I have been like on protocols where I'm supposed to be having like a lot of water. Mm-mm. It's yeah, it's really weird. I just don't. Yeah. Um, need of water. Walgreens, get your shongles today.
Somebody trolled the
That's
sign.
good. That's good. They just
They
switched
switched-
the O and the I. Oh,
Yep.
This is why you need something over top of the sign to stop people from moving letters around.
Yep.
Now I want to know the lore of the shongles poop. Badly. Oh. Indeed. Can Warframe you do yes? What? Warframe. Can Warframe you do yes? Indeed. I got nothing. I have no idea what this means. Does anyone have a theory on
Nope.
what this means? What? What is Warframe?
I don't know. I don't know what this one means. I was very lost.
Is this like a nerd thing I don't know about? I'm confused. Okay. Found on r/me_ in real life. Foot are just hand the foot. Feet the hand. That doesn't make what? Foot are so the actual thread is titled Foot are just hand the.
Yes.
Mind blowing.
And then foot.
Foot.
Someone said what?
Feet the hand. That doesn't make it any clearer.
Which is the correct response.
I am. Bro, what? Is it just like feet are just like the legs' hands? Like, is that what he's attempting to say? Maybe. I am afraid that this person may have fallen in the shower.
Yeah.
Because this is in our like shower thoughts as well.
Yep.
Don't. General Scott, is that like a heal the world reference? Feed the hand, make it a better place. For you and for me and my feet and my hands. There are people that are feet hands. Oh gosh, it's like the Nickelback thing. Here is a parody of a Nickelback song. It's actually technically two Nickelback songs. It's Photograph and I think it's called Figure You Out. It's another song by them. And the opening lyric for the song for Nickelback is "I like your pants around your feet." And it's a very angry song. It's very weird. But they took that first line of "I like your pants around your feet" and they put it to Photograph by Nickelback, which you guys are all probably aware of, which is the "Look at this photograph. Every time I do it makes me laugh." So they took that and they changed the tone of it and like the tune of it so it goes like, "I like your pants around your feet. I like your feet around your pants. I like your feet around your feet. I like your pants around your pants." And it's just like, it goes into this ridiculous thing of just like, I love pants and I love feet. Feet, pants, pants, feet. It's so ridiculous. The first time I heard it, I was wailing, I was crying. Like, I was literally weeping. Like, I was laughing so hard. And I will share, I've shared it on Insta a number of times. I will do it again tonight. Because it is just so, like, I can't I think it was like There I Ruined It or something like that. It was one of the people I can't remember who did it. I don't mean to credit the wrong person. But yeah, Pants Feet has been one of my favorite things on the internet for a long time by Nickelback. I love pants and I love feet. It's so good. So I just hear that in my head. Jane can't read my poker feet. Is this like a whole genre of like?
Oh no!
No, it's all the weird feet people, like Wiki Feet and everything else. Like, oh gosh. Girls is can, therefore change is world brave. Girls can the change were is world brave.
I got nothing.
Okay, so I think it's supposed to be girls can the change world, but I'm guessing it's supposed to be girls change. No, it's
No.
not. Nope, this just doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Nope. That's even Katie. That's even bad for Yoda. That doesn't make any sense. And thank you, General Scott. Pup 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 poker feet. Pup pup poker feet. Pup 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 poker feet. Pup pup poker feet. Oh no! If anyone knows what this says, please say it. What? What the said am come where to me it you want good. This in here, go see my. Forget play. Help want good. That's my step on the help step. They me it. Has come where. I can't see because it's sun on that one. In here. Come see my. Okay. Shall we? It says lawsuit after I fall. Fantastic, Kyle. Okay, should we?
I got nothing.
I kind of love it if you look at the one side of it. It's what am to you? What am to you? What am?
Disco for help.
What am I? That's another old video. Oh gosh, I can't even imitate that without it being taken out of context badly. I'm just not going to.
No,
but
don't do
that's
it.
a good video. I'm eating babies. No, please no. Okay. I'm reading nachos. Huh? I'm eating babies. I'm reading nachos. What? I'm eating nachos, huh? I'm trying to say I'm reading nachos. Reading, eating. How did you get you were eating babies?
It went well.
I mean, are you reading nachos?
I don't think so.
Is it a book all about nachos? I mean, I feel like if it was a book about tacos, we'd have some people here that were like, tacos! I always think of
Taco.
Steven, who I haven't seen today, but hello to you. Much love to Steven. Every day is taco day. Is that a warning? Starter. Oh dear. Okay, so the starter menu we have here, hot wings, honey wings, French fries, cheese.
Something.
Yeah.
That starts with an N.
Caesar salad, fresh garden salad, chicken drumstick.
Please don't order the Caesar salad.
I assume it was supposed to be Caesar.
Yes.
But.
And chicken drumstick.
I wouldn't recommend that salad.
Not so much.
Yeah, I think I'm going to make a pass on that one. I managed to Google these things while I was in the store. Oh no. Oh gosh. I honestly have fears, like, some nights where, like, I will think of things that I want to Google, and I'm like, gosh, if anyone ever, like, subpoenas my Google search history, they're going to be like, why did you look at that? And I'm going to be like, I was on my meds. And I had a thought. They don't make sense, okay? They just don't.
Yep.
What is the point of lick? I mean, we're trying to get to the center of a Tootsie Roll Pop? How to get cat. The blue check mark with the gases. What?
I don't know.
Is noodles called noodles because noodles have nudes? That is a high thought if I've ever seen one. Wow. Squirrel left tentacle.
Teat.
Mayo M sang. I want to know about the noodles.
Yeah.
That is a. I could see you getting stuck on like, why are noodles called noodles? Right?
Mm-hmm.
I could see that. 100%. I don't know what you guys are talking about with squirrels. I'm good. My Amazon customer support. Oh gosh. Thank you for staying connected. I highly appreciate your time and patience. As I can concert goer, is interdicting the window hoift? What?
It's crapping out.
I have never had an Amazon conversation like this.
Nope.
I can say that with certainty. I don't even know. Like, did the AI break?
I think so.
Like, honestly. And it's weird because, like, I will say the last Amazon, like, chat I had with someone,
Mm-hmm.
I am pretty sure I was speaking to a real person.
Okay.
I had to return a concealer. And they were like, well, why are you returning the concealer? And I said, well, I've tried it, and it is oxidizing like crazy. And for those of you that don't know what that means, it's basically you get your concealer, which is supposed to be skin tone, and it's supposed to cover like problem areas on your face. So like if you have like really bad under eye bags or like acne or things like that. And then sometimes what will happen with foundations or concealer is as it hits the air, it oxidizes and it turns orange. And when I tell you that this shade was supposed to be the shade of my skin and it turned orange, like Cheeto orange, I'm not kidding. And I was like, there is no way for me to use this. I don't think there's any way for anyone to use this unless they are spray tanned to like heaven and back. This sucks. And I want my money back. And there's something wrong with this, whether it's the formula or whatever, but it's not good. And so the person that was talking to me about it, like, was fully understanding what I was saying. And saying, like, can you explain what you mean, though? Like, and I think, like, I had a guy. And then by the time I got through explaining it all, he was like, oh, yeah, that makes total sense. No problem. He's like, just throw it out. We'll give you back your money. That sucks. And that would be that. So it's like, I've never really felt like I've talked to somebody who's AI. Maybe I was fooled. Maybe I was bamboozled. But thank you to that nice AI that gave me back my money. Kyle, stop. Keep going. Our local gym motivational quote. Stop done. Don't stop. When you are tired. What? So it's supposed to be don't stop when you are tired, stop when you are done.
Yep.
That's maybe you should stop when you're tired.
Maybe.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Exactly mildly mercurial. Ryan Reynolds orange. I don't know if any of you all saw Popcorn. I think it was Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
Where we had our breaking news section where I talked about Ryan Reynolds and his spray tan with Andy. Because it was the most important news story of the day. Ridiculous. Hey, want some meds? Pizza, will you marry me? OMG, yes, no. Say pizza to meds. Say no to yes. This was not in the right order.
Nope.
Oh my gosh. Oh. Okay. The Eiffel Tower. Oh gosh. The nerd. Of course. His DP is great. I hate that my brain went Eiffel Tower when I saw the Statue of Liberty. Eiffel. I fell. I fall. Ah! At least you tried and you recognized that you were wrong.
Yep.
I will accept that. We know what you're trying to do. We get it. And to be honest, I don't know, like, I had to really think about it for a sec, how to spell Eiffel Tower.
Yeah.
It didn't come to me like that. So I will give you some grace here. The nerd. I also just love that. Ah! Oh, that's everything. A very lucky fortune. A person is never too old to lay no problem leaves you where you found it. .arn. What?
Just so what I think happened.
What happened?
Okay, they copied and pasted it into the middle of the word instead of the end. So it's a person is never too old to learn.
Oh.
No person leaves you where you found it. Or sorry, no problem leaves you where,
Okay.
where you found it. But
Thank
they copied
you.
and pasted the sentence into the middle of learn.
Wow.
That one I figured out.
Okay, because I'm looking at that going like, I'm sorry? I don't know if I want to eat this fortune cookie now. I am unsure. And yes, Kyle, Eiffel 65.
I'm blue.
Abadi abadai. Dabadi dabadai. Abadi abadai. General Scott, Lato refers to a fabric made using an open weave where wrap yarns cross each other. Yarns cross each other, holding the filling yarn in place. Well, there you go. Maybe that's what they meant, producer sister.
Mm-hmm.
We're just wrong.
I'm wrong. It was that.
Yep. General Scott figured it out. Oh, gosh. My mother at 2 a.m. Oh, no, this is our father. This is our father. Please turn off dryer at 3:30 so it doesn't buzz. Okay. Okay, does this conversation continue?
No.
No? Okay. I am gonna just go over here for a second. And I'm gonna read the emojis. Sideways face smile. Scared smiley. Angry smiley. Shocked smiley. Angry but sweating with tongue out smiley. Single tear crying smiley. Unsure smiley. Again, a little kind of shocked smiley. Laughing while blushing. Covering mouth. Mask.
You don't have to do them all, Kim.
Then there's firefighters later on. There's guitars and a ticket as well as a puzzle piece, an award, and drama masks. Then there's 2 buildings, a firework, an arrow, a phone, a magnet. I don't... Girl, stop. Your mother needs to stop.
Yep.
Your mother is drunk. This is...
Or texting in her sleep.
Apparently. Like, I can't... A part of me kind of wants to take this and write a story. And attempt to make sense of it. You know what I mean? Like, no.
What happened here?
We take 4 open are out. So it's supposed to be we are open for takeout.
I think so.
We are takeout for open out. Or we are take 4 are out open. Oh gosh. Would you like to try that again, bud? Oh gosh. Come on, bud. Days off are not being given in this month, December. Call-outs are not been tolerated in Chipotle anymore. 3 absences mean termination. Not more excuses are been accepted. New salary, new rules. Nobody wants to work these days.
I know.
Oh my gosh. Nobody's applying for jobs. Nyeh, 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 nyeh. You don't get Christmas off at Chipotle because collars are not being tolerated anymore and your abscesses or absences need termination. It's like literally Scrooge going, how would you rather feel unemployed? Heat wave. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Not sure what they were trying to do here. Soup, break, soup, relax, soup, taste. Soup, break, soup, relax, soup, taste. Du hast. I don't know. Oh gosh. Don't break soup. Thank you, Katie. Yes, Jane, thank you for the Kim K impression. Love. It's just nobody wants to work these days. Oh, that is so true. Courtney just saying that just made me want to throw stuff. Like, no. Oh, ChatGPT broke. What is 7 times 3? Explain how you got your answer. So 21, right?
Correct.
Yeah. E. 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 E7. E3. E. I think they might fail that question
A little bit.
if that's the answer they give.
Yeah.
E.
Because nowhere in there does it actually say.
It just
21.
reminds me of that old like meme video that got sent around with the dinosaurs. Going, I don't know how to explain this. It was like it was a scene from an animated movie, a very bad animated movie, and I can't remember what it was called, but it was like a Land Before Time ripoff.
Oh no.
And there was this like smaller dinosaur that just, it's again horrifically animated, and it just sits there and goes wop 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 wop, and then the next thing it goes to this dinosaur that has like a longer neck,
Yeah.
and he just pops up and goes yee, and the clip ends. It was one of those like older internet things that got like sent around like Vine energy, so I just hear wop 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 yee, and that's all I hear when I see that.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yee. Tweet. Oh gosh, Super Bowl. Okay, so they would have caught that fast.
Yep.
Oh wow.
But super is wrong and bowl.
And bowl. Super Bowl. One retweet and one like. They were there.
Right on.
They were there. Typo. DVD said, is that a dolphin trying to do math? Yee. Oh my gosh, this is funny. Okay. I remember, oh gosh, remember when Netflix was there, the disc when its computer had two 2000s was in the box. No, I do not remember that happening.
Not at all.
Is that like the butterfly effect type moment? Are we going Berenstain Bears up in here? Is this... I'm confused. I'm so confused. What does that mean?
I don't think this happened.
No, I don't either. This is very, very strange. Yee. I think what they're saying is, remember when Netflix used to send you the movies?
Yeah.
Yeah.
In
Marsha's
mail.
like, I remember. You remember, Marsha? Can you explain this to me? Because I don't remember. I don't remember. I do miss Blockbuster, though. I'm not going to lie. Blockbuster. Try to read it. No. Oh, gosh. There's the meme. Godzilla. Okay. They, you, what you will say you never made. Forget and did forget them. What forget they how feel. I think it's supposed to be they will forget what you say and forget what you did. They will never forget how you made them feel.
But that's not how it reads.
No, it is not. And I agree. Godzilla had a stroke trying to read this and having died. That's one of the memes that goes around with that saying, just in case you were not aware. Like, but that's, yeah, I'm, it just reminds me of that kid with the, have you ever, wanted something so bad that you would do any, the same vibe. Oh, gosh. I remember Teach Fishman Buttercup Stop. I remember Teach Fishman. Oh gosh. Oh, okay. Oh. Okay. My local pub, the strongest strong with this one. Oh gosh. Happy year. I think you might have written that after midnight.
A little bit.
Maybe. Just a little bit.
A few drinks in.
Happy New Year. Just make sure you got someone to drive you home, okay?
Yeah.
Don't be like Justin Timberlake.
Don't get behind the wheel.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Oh gosh, KFC. Oh, KFC. Oh no.
That one was up for a while.
Oh dear. Someone fell asleep.
Yep.
Somebody fell asleep. Stop. General Scott, what? Feet the Teach Fishman hand.
We're combining them now.
Oh my gosh. Feet the Teach Fishman hand. Is that not a summary of what we have experienced
Pretty
today?
much.
Wow. We need this on a t-shirt. Thank you, Silky. Thank you, Silky. Oh. When is he getting therapy? Also, not sure if it's allowed of that ball part. Okay. Earth is a donut. JK. It's a mon. I me. Tisa. A tin algae. I mean. It's my balls. I mean. It's a ball. Bro. You okay?
Nope.
I think they were at the pub.
Yeah.
That's, they were at the pub. Things happened there. Earth is not a donut.
No, it's not.
That's a new movement, though. I have not heard of that before. I've heard of flat Earth. Earth donut, though.
That's new.
Trans are trans. Oh, what? Trans are trans, but trans aren't trans. Yeah, WTF, what does that even mean? I made this half asleep. I don't effing know. Yeah, I mean, at least you admitted it.
Own it, dude.
What if we do it this way? Feet are feet, but feet aren't feet.
Yes.
There we go. General Scott, stop! To the window! To the wall! To the sweat drips down my Earth donut! R/teenagers. Why are you human? Me can is of the can draw hands. Mark, are you sure?
Nope.
I don't believe Mark is human. I do not. Is this how we can, like, call out AI?
Maybe.
We just start asking them questions like that?
Yeah.
And watch them, like, self-destruct?
Yes. That would be fun. How long does it take to make the AI self-destruct?
Oh, that could be fun. Okay. We love women. Okay, so it's a mushroom thing. Okay. And then someone responded, OMG, lesbibab mushrooms, lesboob, lebsin, lesban, F, women enjoyer. Emerald, you know Reddit? Yes, I have heard of it, yes. Oh my gosh. Stop. Okay. I'm pretty sure. Yes, it's because the colors that are in it are like the orange to pink fade is reminiscent of the lesbian flag, the lesbian pride flag. So it's the idea is it's saying like, oh, it's like lesbian mushrooms. But it's going on Reddit.
Yep.
And I assume it did. And that is why we are here.
Exactly.
Yes. All right.
So shout out to Emerald.
Thanks, Emerald. It is a cute illustration, I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
I think my friend might have gone through a stroke. Okay. Everyone of his own. Everyone at everyone. At everyone. At everyone. Okay, lol, said r/I had a stroke. Yeah, pretty much. You're pissing everybody off. Everybody. Oh, gosh. I can't tell if he tried to say your mom or them. Oh, no. We need to normalize shampooing cows. I want every single one of these cows. Is that like a cow with a blowout?
I guess.
It looks amazing. Like, seriously, fantastic hair. I am jealous. He looks amazing.
Yeah.
You go, cow. Yes. Goat or cow. I can't tell. Still want to milk your... What? No. What? There wasn't even them. What is it?
I don't know.
What is he trying to say? I don't even want to read it out loud because I'm afraid it's going to get taken out of context.
That's fair.
What? How? I'm so confused. I am so confused.
It's kind of the point.
Nope. Control plus C, Control plus V, so copy paste.
Mm-hmm.
I've inquired as to why SNES titles aren't available for the 3DS, and Nintendo only sent me this image in response. Nintendo is savage, man. Oh my gosh. Me and your, when you, when I, and your, when, your girl, I, me, and when, your girl. Sure, Jan. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, whatever. I'm thinking the joke is that the SNES titles don't work on the 3DS because clearly they do not fit in the 3DS. Again, though, I will say, Nintendo, backwards compatibility would be nice.
Yes.
Okay? Even if you did it digitally.
Yep.
That would be nice. It's a bit much over time. That's all I'm saying. I have a lot of Nintendo consoles in my house. They take up a lot of space.
Yep.
Having some of this be digital would be amazing.
It's hard to get cords for some stuff, too.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Oh, and it's not like, finding a SNES is getting easier at this point. That's all I'm saying. Oh, General Scott, have a great night. Switching to audio. I appreciate you. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Foot curl up. I yet woke you worth a foot cramp. I'm dying. Wait, dude, that text was unreadable. Please learn how to write. I love that image. Like a chihuahua with a crock on its head. What? So, I said I won't up eat a foot curl. I'm dying. No, you're still not writing it right. The chihuahua is still judging you.
Yep.
The chihuahua is judging you. We are all judging you. Much judge. Chihuahua judge. No. Okay, that's it. Oh my gosh. Can we get some love for producer sister for putting that all together? I appreciate you. Thank you. That chihuahua is everything. I love that chihuahua so much. Trenton is that Chihuahua candidate for the next pope. I mean, I feel like that pope would be honest with us.
Yep.
Yeah.
Try again.
Try again. That is not what that says, and you know it. Oh my gosh. And I mean, foot cramps hurt. Right?
They do.
I get it, but like maybe wait till you're done the foot cramp before you text somebody that you're, unless you really think you're dying.
And then it's usually some version of help.
Yeah.
And we'll forgive you for mistyping that.
Yeah. My gosh. Well, everybody, we are now in last call. This is your last opportunity to ask any questions, make any comments, send in any support, whether it be through YouTube or through PayPal, all that stuff. We'll hang out for a few more minutes, and then producer sister and I have to go and, have dinner with the parental units, and, have our night. So I will be watching the chat for a moment. I just want to double check and make sure I haven't gotten any messages I need to be aware of. I think I'm okay. Okay.
Is it okay?
Yeah, everything's fine. Yeah, all good. Yeah, Dreadnought just said hamstring cramps are the worst, especially when they go to get... Oh, gosh. They're awful. Yeah. They're... Yeah. Spasms suck, y'all.
Yes, they do.
Big time. Denise just said, tried to count to 54 while listening to this crocheting was hard. By the way, thanks for the membership. Oh, it's good to see you, Denise. I'm sorry. I'm gonna have that kid though in my head, that meme going like, you ever want something so much you can do anything. That's good. Jane, let it feed. Let it feed. Let it feed. Marcia, thanks for the ab workout. Hadn't gotten it in yet today, so I think I'm good. You are welcome. Mm-hmm. Changing one life at a time. Oh, you guys are hilarious. Thank you so much. I'm glad you all enjoyed this. Yeah, Ken just said some of those gave me a brain cramp. Well played. Well played. Crump. Crimp. Ken! Crap! Kayla said my head hurts from laughing. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Oh. But I mean, I think we've all done that though. We've all had texts where it's like we're trying so hard and it's just not going through. It's not working.
It's not your day.
Nope. Didn't do that on purpose, lol.
I love it.
That's how I just usually go, I give up. I give up. Oh my gosh. We need a Muppet Day. Jane, okay, I don't disagree, but what would you define as a Muppet Day? Tell me what a Muppet Day is.
Also, if you didn't see the Miss Piggy describing Empire Strikes Back yesterday, the reel they put out, oh my gosh.
I still want Muppet Star Wars.
Did you see how she described Yoda? She called him a green chihuahua in a burlap sack. It was amazing.
I think there's just also like an added layer of comedy with that, considering that essentially Miss Piggy's father and Yoda's father are the same.
Yeah. And they're both Frank, so it's...
Oh
gosh. Yeah, if you
it's not Frank puppeteering at this moment, but I'm just saying, like, the spirit in which... Oh, it's good. Oh.
Yeah, so if you didn't see it, just go to the Muppets Instagram account. They posted it yesterday. It was pretty good.
So good. I love the love of the Muppets.
Yeah.
We need more of it. We need more of it. All of the weirds. All of the weirds. Oh my gosh. Okay. Yeah, best put down ever. Oh my gosh. Okay. Check my message for orange tan. I saw your one from earlier. I'll have to check my messages later and see everything. And see. Thank you. Okay. All right. I think we're all up to date. I think we're up to date with memberships. Everything else, I think we're good. We've been streaming for 2 hours. I think I'm going to do the outro now. And I think we are good. So thank you guys so much for your love, your support, everything. I am going to roll this outro. When it's done, I would really appreciate it if you could reload the page and leave a comment below. Let me know what your favorite typo was or your favorite Muppet, something like that. I would really appreciate it. It just lets YouTube know that this video is also getting interaction as a standalone video as well as a live stream, and it would really, really help me out. And please make sure you have hit, oh gosh, Jane, please make sure you've hit the like button, the sub, all that good stuff. I would really, really appreciate it. And Jane, who would my choice Muppet for the Pope be? It would be Gonzo. 100%. 100%. Producer sister, do you have a choice?
I mean, my first thought was Beaker, just because I'd love to hear a Beaker sermon.
Me, 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 me.
And you know, like traumatic things would be happening to him while he tries to give it. This is the image I have in my brain.
Oh, beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay. I'm going to roll the outro. You guys have a great night. We'll see you guys later. Much love. Bye, guys.